Okay, this is our Chapter 4 study guide. So let's see how you did. Which is the best estimate of each project? Remember, when we have a whole number and a fraction, we're going to change the whole number into something we can easily put it into, so a compatible number. We're just going to act like it's normal fractions. So we get an answer of 5. Oops. Now we have two fractions. When we have two fractions, we need to make sure that we round to the nearest 0, half, or 1. 11/12 is close to 1, and so is 4/5. So 1 times 1 is 1. When we have a mixed number, we round to the nearest whole number. So 3 1/3 is closest to 3. 5/6 is closest to 1. So 3 times 1 is 3. Joel's necklace is 10 1/4. So we're going to round that to 10. And Aaron's is 2 2/3. We're going to round that to 3. So 10 times 3 is 30. Okay, that's the end of the estimating ones. Now we're going to do it for real. We put a 1 right under it. I'm going to cross cancel because 4 goes into 4 once, and 4 goes into 8 twice. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. So we get an answer of a half. Okay, this next one. 1 times 1 is 1. 3 times 6 is 18. So our answer is F. What is the area of a room that is 3 3/4 yards by 3 1/3? So we need to change those mixed numbers to improper fractions. So 3 times 4 is 12. 12 plus 3 is 15. Ooh, I skipped number 7. We'll just do number 8 though. So we have 15 over 4 times what? 10 over 3. I'm going to cross my 3 out and make it a 1. And cross 15 out and make it a 5. 4 I'm going to change into 2. 10 I'm going to change into 5. So I have 5 times 5 is 25. 2 times 1 is 2. If you need to, you're going to go to the side and do 25 divided by 2. So 12 1/2 should be your answer, which is letter F. Let's go back up and do number 7. Sorry about that. First, we're going to change those mixed numbers into improper fractions. So 4 5 over 2 times 3 over 2. So we get 15 over 4. 4 goes in there 3 times. There's 3 left over, and our denominator is 4. If you can't do that in your head, make sure you're dividing. Number 9. Olivia ate 1/4 of the pizza. If there are 12 slices, how many slices did she eat? So 1/4 times 12 over 1. Cross the 4 out, make it a 1. And 4 goes into 12 3 times. So our answer is 3. She ate 3 slices. What is the area of a rectangle with a length of 1/3 yard and a width of 3/4? So we're going to multiply those two. So we have 1/3 times 3/4. Our 1's cancel to be 1. And we get a 4th, which is letter H. Go to the back. Use the draw diagram strategy to solve Lucas. Use 3/4 of the nails. So that's why they have 3 boxes right here. He has 12 nails left. So if he had 12 in this box, he's going to have 12 here, 12 here, and 12 here. So you can either do 12 times 3, or you can do 12 plus 12 plus 12. Either way you do it, you're going to get 36 as your answer. Nora has 2/3 tons of stone to spread equally into 4 squares. How many tons of stone will be spread in each square? So we're going to take 2/3 times 4 over 1. We get 8 over 3. And if you need to, you're going to do 8 divided by 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 8 minus 6 is 2, so 2 2/3, which is letter I. Now we're getting into division. The first one stays the same. Division changes to multiplication, and then you flip it. 4 turns into a 1. 8 turns into a 2. 3 times 2 is 6. We have a whole number, so we're going to put a 1 under it. Division changes to multiplication, and we flip. The 2 becomes a 1. The 4 becomes a 2. So we get 5 over 2. When we change that, that is 2 1/2. So your answer is G. On this next one, we have a whole number and a mixed number. So the whole number is just going to be 3 over 1 times Let's change this mixed number. So we have 4, 5 over 4, and then we're going to flip it to 4 over 5. So we get 12 over 5. 5 goes into 12 twice. There's 2 left over. So 2 and 2 fifths, which is the letter C. Remember, if you need to come over here and divide it to do that, you can do that. 1 1/3 changes into 4 over 3. Division turns to multiplication, and we flip it. 2 becomes a 1, 4 becomes a 2. These cancel out, and we get a 2 for our answer, which is letter G. 17, we have to change these mixed numbers first, so 24, 25 over 6, 3, 4, 5 over 3, flip it, we get 3 over 5, 6 becomes a 2, 3 becomes a 1, 5 is a 1, 25 is a 5, so 5 over 2, and I just did that one right up here, so I know my answer is B, 2.5. Okay, on these ones, if you don't have them memorized, make sure you're getting out your chart. So I have 4 2/3. Before I can do anything with that, I need to change it into a mixed number. So 12, 13, 14. So we have 14 yards over 3 times, we put yards down the bottom, and then feet. And I know in 1 yard there are 3 feet. Our 3's cancel out, so we get 14. So this one we have 68 ounces over 1 times, we're finding pounds. This is ounces. So in 1 pound there are 16 ounces. Four goes into 16 4 times. 4 goes into 68 17 times. So we have 17 over 4. And that is 4 1/4, which is B. And our last one, Addison made 11 quarts. So 11 quarts over 1 times how many gallons? So in 1 gallon there are 4 quarts. Oops, I ran out of space here. So 11 times 1 is 11. 1 times 4 is 4. 4 goes into 11 twice. So if you're looking down here, you know you can already cross this one off. So 4, that's 8, 9, 10, 11, so 3/4. Some of you know already that that is 2.75. If not, you're going to have to take that 3/4 and you're going to have to divide it to get the decimal, or you can multiply by 25 to get it over a place value number. So your answer is H. Make sure you are studying. You will get to use your notes on your test tomorrow.